Good morning and welcome to your daily briefing for Monday, February 16th, 2026. We're tracking some major developments both at home and abroad, from tense military standoffs to big news in the tech world that could affect your wallet. Let's start in Washington, D.C., where talks are intensifying to prevent a government shutdown. Democrats and the Trump administration are still trying to find common ground, but sources on Capitol Hill say they remain far apart on key issues. The main sticking point appears to be funding and oversight for immigration operations, following several controversial incidents over the past few months. Neither side is showing signs of backing down, and with the deadline approaching, federal agencies are beginning to prepare for a potential lapse in funding. It's a high-stakes negotiation that could impact millions of Americans if a deal isn't reached soon. Overseas, tensions are running high in the Middle East. The Pentagon confirmed this morning that a U.S. F-35 fighter jet shot down an Iranian drone that was approaching the USS Abraham Lincoln in the Strait of Hormuz. In a separate incident, several Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps gunboats reportedly attempted to seize a U.S. oil tanker in the same strategic waterway before being warned off by a Navy warship. These encounters mark a significant escalation in the region, and officials are monitoring the situation closely. In Europe, Vice President J.D. Vance made a historic visit to Armenia, becoming the highest-ranking U.S. official to ever visit the country. The vice president met with the Armenian Prime Minister to discuss a peace agreement aimed at ending the long-running Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. The two nations also announced a landmark nuclear energy deal, which could see up to $9 billion in U.S. exports to Armenia, signaling a major new chapter in their relationship. Closer to home, the U.S. embargo against Cuba is having a ripple effect across the travel industry. Major airlines in Canada and Mexico have suspended all flights to the island nation, citing a critical fuel shortage. The Cuban government blames the U.S. blockade for its inability to secure fuel supplies. This has left thousands of travelers stranded and puts a spotlight on the ongoing economic pressure the U.S. is exerting on the island. Shifting to the world of business and technology, the artificial intelligence boom is creating a serious bottleneck in the global supply chain. The demand for advanced memory chips, specifically a type called DRAM, has skyrocketed. As a result, prices for these essential components jumped by a staggering 75% in January alone. This chip crisis is putting pressure on everyone from data centers to consumer electronics companies, and you can expect to see the cost of new phones, computers, and other gadgets continue to rise. On the economic front, there's growing concern about the long-term health of Social Security. A new report warns that the program's trust fund is approaching insolvency faster than previously expected. While no immediate changes are happening, it puts pressure on Congress to find a solution to ensure the system remains viable for future generations of retirees. And finally, in sports, the college basketball season is heating up as we head toward March Madness. Over the weekend, number 8 Illinois picked up a decisive 71-51 victory over Indiana. In some tough news for BYU fans, star guard Richie Saunders suffered a season-ending torn ACL, a major blow to the team's championship hopes. We also saw Valparaiso clinch a nail-biter against Indiana State with a winning shot at the buzzer, winning 76-75. That's your snapshot of the world today. Thanks for tuning in.